Everybody on YouTube, how you doing? It's Gomez coming at you today. I got another video. Today it's going to be about a little bit different. It's going to be about the Cisco CCNA ICD-1 test, which I'm currently studying for. But if you hadn't already, please hit the subscribe button right there at the bottom, smash the like button, and also if you want to turn on notifications so you know when I'm posting new videos. Today, again, it's about the Cisco CCNA. Now, if anybody knows, if you've been watching or if you're following it or you already have any certifications with Cisco or looking at getting into it, you'll have known by now that they've changed everything up. There is so many different changes that are coming. They've gotten rid of the CCENT and it's just going to be the CCNA. So I was already in the midst of studying for it for the last 2 months, and so just to make sure I pass so that I have a better chance to pass, I pushed my test back another month to the end of August, so that way I have more time to pass, and then I have about another 6 to 7 months to study for my CCNA test, the 200-105, I believe, test. So let me see, the 200-105, yeah, test. So I am using currently the Anthony Sequeira's CCENT exam cram book. You can see my little tabs on there. It's a really good book to study. Also, it's, as you can already see, made a lot of little notes in here, highlighting, going through distribution, 3 tiers of hierarchy. It's got a nice, each chapter give you review questions on here. And then on the back, on here located, you'll see the answers, some of the review questions on there. And on each chapter, at the beginning of each new chapter that you go through, they have, if I can find it, where is it? Chapter 2? Yeah. At the beginning, when you go through, like on chapter 2, they'll see that they have a cram saver on here. If you can answer these questions, then you can cut out most of this. You'll already probably know pretty much everything that's already in the book. And if not, they recommend that you go through, Anthony recommends that you keep going through and read the rest of this exam topic. Now, this is pretty good. It comes with 2, I think, practice exams as a mini glossary of different terms and some of the important terms that you can look up. I've found this super easy to read. This is one of a couple books that I'm using, or study tools I'm using right now. I highly recommend this book. It's not a paid advertisement, nothing in this video is, but just my review of it. I highly recommend getting this book. It has been awesome to go through and read. It's really easy to read, and it makes it really easy for you to understand. If you're struggling and you need a little bit of information extra, it gets pretty much the meat and potatoes of what's going to be in the exam. So I highly recommend getting Anthony Sequeira's exam cram. I'll include a link to the Amazon purchase of this. I highly recommend getting this. And the other book that I have that I use is the Wendell Odom's, the official Cisco book for the CCENT, CCNA, ICD 100 and 105. This book is good. It goes through every piece of material that you will do. Take a look in here. It has all the different chapters, everything telling you what you have in it. What's going to be pretty much, it goes through literally everything. Now, it is very dry, so it's hard to to get sucked into, to get really in it, even for being I really like routing and switching, but this is really kind of dry. So sometimes you get start getting a little drowsy, getting a little tired, and that's where the coffee always comes into play to help study with. But it is a great book. It has all the information you're going to need for the test, and it even comes with, in the back, I already took it out, but a CD with practice information, practice labs, which is super important for the CCENT, and comes up with a practice exam. So this is another great thing to have. I think I only paid $50 for it, but I'll link a description or a link another Amazon guide for this as well, so you can get this on Amazon. But that's another recommended purchase if you're studying for your CCENT or your Cisco CCNA at all. I also use Udemy. I use David Bomble's videos for the CCENT, and that has been really good. Gives you a really good base and foundation to get started. And if you don't know anything about it, which you don't need to know anything, I would recommend getting that, because there's also CBT Nuggets. It came down to just price for me. David Bombal does a really good job, and he has a lot of YouTube videos, and check out his YouTube account that he puts out. It just came down to price, like I said. CBT Nuggets is a little more pricey to do. I think it's like $50 a month. That's a little more expensive, whereas I paid $10, I believe it was, for David Bombal's course on Udemy. And I can scroll through all the exam topics, different sections he has it broken down into. I can download the videos on my phone with the app that they have and just do it when I'm on the go. I like that a lot. That worked better for me financially, because I'm trying to do it as much as I can. Being in a family of 6, it came down all about price. The other book I did buy, which is more or less for the second half of the CCNA, was the book over here by Alan Johnson, The 31 Days Before Your CCNA Routing and Switching Exam. That's another good book I've started to go into, but it's more or less for the second half of the test. And the last thing I forgot to mention about the routing and switching book, it comes with this nifty little day of your test exam cram, CCENT cram sheet. This is awesome. This comes up with like the day before your test to go over and review different ping code returns, different commands you may need for the test, learning more about the OSI model if you already don't know it, or you're just getting nervous that day, just kind of look over things real quick before your test. These are great books to have. I highly recommend it. You need it. You need a good video. Network Chuck did an awesome video about what you need, starting out with a good video series for your base, and then just going into books as well, and then also labbing. I use Packet Tracer through Cisco. I have my Cisco account and I use that. I don't lab as every day as I should, but it is also a great tool. So if you're looking at getting into the CCENT or getting your Cisco CCNA, get it soon before it changes. I think it's in February 23rd, 2020. I recommend getting into it now if you don't already, and just get studying and pass this first half, and then get your CCNA before it expires and they change everything over into the new requirements for the test. So this is my video on that. Note cards. Note cards are key. If you already haven't, I have note cards for every chapter in the book. I think each one is about a stack like 50 to 60 note cards. This is just for chapter 4. I have one, like I said, for every chapter. Recommend doing that as well, so you get familiar doing this every day, because if not, it's easy to forget. I've done it before myself with my family, cooking, everything that goes into a family, my job, my wife working, kids getting them ready before school hits. It can be a lot. Just staying focused and just staying motivated to do it. This is something everybody can do, and I highly recommend, if you're trying to get into the tech field at all, just to go do it. It's possible. It is rough. It's hard. Everybody has a life. Everybody has something that's going on, but everybody can do it, and you can pass it. So this is my video on that. I hope you guys like it. As well as you can see the Chelsea flag flying in the back. Like this video. Please subscribe if you already haven't. Hit the bell for notifications. And again, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you get your CCNA or get just into the tech field at all. Just start studying. It all starts with you and just making that change, and I'm hoping to do so the same in my life. So I'll keep you guys notified what any changes, anything goes on with this. But have a good day, guys. See you.